Sean's back with us. What did you shoot? That's what's more important. What did you shoot?
The Ranch. I shot mid-80s, like 80 for the day.
Okay.
Great golf course, though. Great golf course.
Nice. Is there a buzz in the Houston? What's a bigger buzz right now? Is it Texans or the Astros?
Texans. I think the buzz for the Astros, 7 straight ALCSs and coming down from 10 games that they were in like early June and middle of June. They are front now. It's a baseball town until the Texans last year. So the bigger buzz is the excitement. They're opening up at the division team at Indianapolis. They got better this offseason. There's more bandwidth to the offense. The Astros are always going to be a buzz. But with all these injuries, it's been a phenomenal season for them to be in first place. But right now, the Texans is through the roof, guys.
And I got to ask you, Sean, in reference to Stephon Diggs being part of this team now, does he realize he has a role, that he doesn't have to be the guy, or does he understand that he's not going to be the guy play in and play out?
I think they still expect him, and I think he does too, to be their number one guy, although with Joe Mixon and also with Nico Collins and with Tank Dell healthy, they've expanded their offensive role. So he may not catch 100 balls, but he's still, he's a productive guy. And, all the questions of off the field, is he a diva? Is it going to be a headache? And I don't think the headache will be any bigger than most receivers that want the football. And he was named the team captain. So that says something. The team respects him. So I think that the key here, Manuch, will be when they have a game, they either lose or he's not involved heavily. 3 catches, 30 yards, and somebody else has 9 catches, or they lose a game that he felt that he wanted the ball more. Then we'll see, is the headache a migraine, or is it just, it's just a receiver who wants the football. So I think he likes the team. He likes the veterans on the team, and with a mix of youth. And D'Amico Ryans has done a phenomenal job of changing the culture here. So I think he's going to fit in. Remember, he's also got 1 year left on a contract. They picked it up and gave him 1 year. So he's playing for his last big contract after this. I expect him to be on his best behavior, but also to be productive, because Stroud, think about the quarterbacks he's had. He's had Cousins, he's had Josh Allen, and now he gets Stroud. So pretty good production from Stephon Diggs and 3 good guys to throw it to him. And he may have the best young one he's had.
And Sean, we talked about Stroud last year about how he was mature beyond his years. What's the next step for him in this offense?
At this stage, from year 1 to year 2, how the light switch, even for a guy who played like he did, there's still that mental learning curve where it's like, okay, because you'll talk to rookies after they come out of this, they really don't know what's going on. And I don't mean that disrespectful, just affectionate, considering what they'll learn more. Another year with the coordinator. Another year, now the running game is going to be even more efficient and more power run game, doing what 49er former coaches like Bobby Slowick wants to do. They want to run the football, mix in a lot of play action. That's the next step of making sure everybody's involved, but just the mental command of controlling a game at the line of scrimmage that rookies are still learning. So we know the physical execution is there and the football IQ. Now it's just simply a matter of seeing more of it and being able to, when things aren't going well, finding ways to win. It's like a golfer that maybe it's too much wind, not hitting his driver, not putting well. At least you got to put it close so you have a chance. If the ball's, spraying it all over the place. That's the same here, but the guy's accurate, great intermediate thrower. They trust him, and he's a student of the game. He works. And even though that great rookie year, he hasn't taken it for granted. He's put his time in. It's just the maturation of more mental and the emotional part of playing quarterback and keeping people involved.
He's Sean Salisbury here on Fox Sports 910. Hey, our It's Your Call question of the day. What will be the biggest storyline in the first month of the NFL season? Your choices are the Chiefs eye a three-peat, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, the rookie quarterbacks on the field, or the new rules and officiating. So Chiefs, Aaron Rodgers, the rookie quarterbacks, or the new rules and officiating. Which one would you think is biggest?
The most irritating is going to be the rules. First of all, the kickoff's an embarrassing gimmick.
Yes,
okay,
really,
stop it. Enough. We're not playing in some spring league where we're trying to stop it. That's one. And hey, if you line up, if your left foot's 2 inches behind the rest of the line, as Ronnie Stanley found out, you're going to have like 19 penalties in one game by one guy. So that's going to be irritating. But you're just going to have to adjust because it's obvious they're calling it. I don't think the Chiefs are, because I think their expectations, and you saw, what does Andy Reid do? Goes out and gets more speed with Xavier Worthy, and he'll just continue to expand the offense, which is sickening. So I expect them to win. And then I think it's the last two, rookie quarterbacks, and Bo Nix and Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, all are going to be impactful one way or the other. And I think they all have the potential to do some really good things. And I think Sean Payton is going to love having Bo Nix, because it gives him that mad scientist ability, because he can run. I expect the rookie quarterback to make an impact. But the biggest story is Rodgers. They've got a defense that can be a Super Bowl caliber defense. They've got an offense. They've got weapons. And now they got a Hall of Fame quarterback who's healthy. That'll be the biggest story. Even if you don't want it to be the biggest story, it's going to be. Every TV you turn on is going to be Rodgers, Rodgers, Rodgers. If he's healthy and good, they're going to win the AFC East. I believe they're that good. And if he's playing like an MVP, they're a threat in January as well. That'll be the biggest story. Whether you like it or not, they're going to shove it down your throat, my man. I guarantee it.
Hey, speaking of rookie quarterbacks, your former Trojan there, Williams in Chicago, is he going to be able to back up all the hype?
Well, if he lived up to all the hype, he'd be the greatest rookie quarterback times 10, right? I mean,
sure.
Hard to live up to the hype. But I do think he's going to be impactful, Rock. I do, because listen, we can talk about all the qualities that, leadership, that, he does this and he paints his nails and all those things. But one thing you cannot deny, whether you like, if he can play, you can paint. I'll paint your nails for you if you can get me wins. If he wants to do that, fine.
Yeah.
But he's so good. He's so gifted. For him, it's going to be not to bail early from the pocket, be patient, and get through your progressions, as it is for a lot of rookies, because they rely on what their biggest strength is, and that's the playoff schedule for him. But if he lives up to 80% of the hype, he'll be the rookie of the year. So they're a better team. He's an enormously talented guy. And if the leadership will match the talent and and the team gravitates to him, you're looking at a freak show talent. I expect him to be really good. He'll go through some rookie growing pains, but he'll be the most gifted quarterback the Chicago Bears have ever had come through there.
And Sean, speaking of USC, watching that victory last week, it seems like your Trojans, and you and I were texting, took a step back to get back to what Trojan football is. You got talent, but it's about physicality, running game, and punch the other team in the mouth. And that's what they did against LSU. Was there an epiphany or something during the offseason with Lincoln Riley and that staff this last summer?
Scheme, attitude change, and hire the guys that that they believe they could get it done. Listen, Alex Grinch had some success, but for whatever reason, not there, but other places, they did not buy in. The team didn't buy in, and scheme-wise, it just didn't seem to match up. And us three could have scored 40, and which put more pressure on Caleb Williams to have score. But you saw a difference, and you saw it in that first goal line stand. The biggest problem for them has been over the last year, score 40, get beat by 4, give up 44. Early, they sent a message of physicality, and you guys know this. All the years SC's been good, they've been able to pound you at the line of scrimmage, knock you around, and then get good perimeter play. I know they can score, and I thought Miller Moss was fantastic. He's tough, delivered the ball from the pocket, but their success, Lincoln Riley's going to get – I may be able to still score with Lincoln Riley, but it is the ability to control the line of scrimmage, which drives former players at SC crazy, because we've been bullied. We've been pushed around time and time again, and LSU and SEC team, I think people thought they would. That scheme change and guys flying to the ball, they seemed to have a clue, and they weren't out of position, which gave them a great opportunity to win. And if they play physical the whole year and play like the Big Ten physicality with their talent on the perimeter and speed, they'll be in the Big Ten race the whole year. That was the most impressive thing about him, was the physical play.
Sean, my last question. You think Dabo Swinney will have a change of heart after this season, after getting absolutely drubbed by Georgia? Transfer portal, no NIL, all the above?
Well, I got news for Dabo. As much a Hall of Famer, all that. If he doesn't, he'll be sitting next to Nick Saban earlier than he wants to on the ESPN set. So you guys remember real quick when Krzyzewski, when he was there, he didn't like one and dones, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't going to recruit him. Well, then he watches Calipari and everybody else says, you know what? If I can't beat him, I'm going to have to join him. You get one and done, and you go back and win another national title. So, yeah, I think Dabo, you may resist it, but it's legal, dude. Go give him, pay him, NIL. Because if you don't, you'll be watching the playoffs from home, and ESPN will say, dude, we'll pay you $4 million to come talk on TV. So, yeah, he might want to get out of the stubbornness and and hop on board and realize that's the nature and that's the landscape we're in now.
So after a nice 18, shoot about 82, 84, do you go to 19th hole or you go play again?
Normally I would go. Now we were going to play a couple more holes, but I have a commitment to a station in Arizona, Rockin' Manute.
Yeah, whatever.
So
yeah,
I'm living up to my commitment. So and I missed the 19th hole because I didn't want to come on here with like eight
tequilas?
Dos Equis and start talking like I'm still playing football, right? And so yeah, I was very disciplined today.
Yeah,
but if you guys do ever come to Texas, I got to get you to this golf course. It's unbelievable. So yeah, no, you listen. I'm a man committed to his craft, drinking beer and talking on the radio. So there you go.
Hey, have a great weekend. I know it's on Utah State. I can't wait to talk about Michigan next week for USC. That's going to be a hell of a game.
I'm thinking about making that trek in there to Ann Arbor. I've never been, so
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Stay healthy and let's go have a good one at Michigan. And Texas at Michigan this week will be a great one too. So I look forward to it next week, guys.
You got it. Thanks, buddy. Good talking to Sean Salisbury joining us here.
Guys.
You can always follow him on his Twitter page. Sean, it's actually at Sean Unfiltered. And a good listen in the morning. You know, if you get on, just download the iHeartRadio app. He's Sports Talk 790 Houston, part of the iHeartRadio family. And he's brought to you today by All City Towing. Join the team at the largest towing company in the state, All City Towing. They're hiring dispatchers, call takers, lot attendants, drivers, customer service. I think you get it. Great bonus programs, benefits, 401k match. They have it all. Even employee paid life insurance. A lot of companies don't do that. Check it out. If you're ready to take your career to the next level, visit them at allcitytowing.com. That's All City Towing, where the future is on the move. Well, week 2, college football is underway. We're going to get into that. And Bill Belichick has another gig. Oh, this is Fox Sports 910.